Hi everyone, today the theme of our group is Apple and Foxconn. Apple is a company famous for high-tech innovation. The core business is electronic technology products, including iPhone, iPad, iMac, Apple Watch, AirPods, and the business series products of wearable. Core software products include Apple Store and the subscription service include Apple Care, Apple Music, iCloud, Apple Pay. The company has three value propositions. The first is Think Different. When Steve Jobs released one of the most famous TV advertisements, Apple's Think Different, Apple began to establish its reputation. The second is effective technology. The release of iPhone is a turning point for Apple. Finally, Apple guarantees your privacy. Many consumers worry that Facebook and Google has data about them. Apple aspires to be safer. iPhone is the largest product revenue source of Apple, accounting for 58% of total revenue. Compared with the products business, Apple's service business guarantees the highest gross profit. Therefore, Apple has launched many new services, including Apple TV Plus, Apple News Plus, and Apple Card.
Hi, this is Paylo. I would like to discuss Apple's target segment and the behavioral characteristic of this segment. As we all know, that Apple uses differentiation marketing approach with a complete market coverage strategy, entering different marketing segments and designing different products for each segment. So there are three broad segments. Firstly, which is the hardcore loyal consumer group. They include people who buy the product for the high-end performance and the people who use them for their primary device regardless of performance. So the second target segment includes a well-off organization willing to spend more technology product and service with advanced capability and functions. They tend to appreciate product business performance over to the price. For example, keep the device data security and confidentiality. So the business-oriented product helps them to operate the business efficiently. The last development-oriented user can be described as explorers. They are highly sensitive to the technology because they are focused on to exploring the device and have hardware requirement for the products. They are sensitive to advanced feature, to quality and performance, which can be efficient and speed of service. For example, an Apple developer will like to sell the app to the Apple user based on the motorized through the Apple Store or iTunes.
Peter 5 versus for the bargaining position between the Apple and the Foxconn. Apple has a huge production order of the iPhone, and 85% of the Foxconn production lies over Apple. So we can see the Foxconn is extremely dependent on the Apple. Most of the Apple competitors are Chinese brand, but those competitors only occupied the middle and the low-end mobile phone market. BYD is the manufacturer and acceptable the product for those competitors. Lecture is the largest supplier for the AirPods, and lately Lecture already integrate many Apple suppliers, and this company try to take the Foxconn's place. Due to the China's COVID-19 policy, many Foxconn factory is closed, and also the China's library is closed group. This is a problem the manufacturing industry need to face, and also is an opportunity to the other Apple suppliers.
For Apple's marketing capabilities, first, hire customer-obsessed and proactive employees to ensure that customers can better realize that Apple's products are what they want. Second, interactive customer involvement. Apple spends a lot of time integrating customer experience into its design and development process so that customers can participate more systematically in the whole process. For Apple's management quality, first, protect against code creep and feature bomb. Apple refines their basic purpose and then design them into simple and interesting way of use. Second, cannibalize when necessary. Apple's good marketing needs to cannibalize its own products and bring better choices to the market. For Apple's brand positioning, first, build compatible experience. Apple uses a simplified and intuitive way to make its computing and entertainment devices work as a system. Second, devise a business model that creates ongoing customer value. Apple ensuring that this value is created repeatedly and improving customer loyalty and cross-category spending. For Apple's innovativeness, first, build mode. Apple communicates its products to customers through novel and provocative advertising. Also, it decided to exclude the brands of other companies from its retail stores. Second, create an ecosystem that makes offering valuable. The continuous development of iOS application increased the conversion cost of Apple product users and become a profitable source of income.
Now I will introduce two problems of Apple's. The first one is inequality of power and profit in Apple and Foxconn supply chain. Apple profits from outsourcing cheap labor overseas, but at his supplier, Foxconn, they only have a small profit, so Foxconn puts pressure on employee. Foxconn makes its employee work excessive overtime and employee child labor. Foxconn gives them poor working conditions, leading to them suicides. Foxconn has challenged with profitability and risk being replaced by Apple, which leads Foxconn to respond in unethical and illegal ways. Continuous pressure on profitability creates an unhealthy cycle for Foxconn. The second one is the lack of supply chain regulation. Apple has not been committed to the following three areas for its suppliers: occupational health, labor rights, and environmental protection. Apple promised to take responsibility for the physical and mental health of its employees. However, in recent years, it has published Supplier Social Responsibility Progress Report, which has not led to significant improvement in the treatment of employees. It stated in words only, Apple had a big hole in supply chain regulation.
Foxconn should improve its profit margin through appropriate methods and means. The first thing to do is that Foxconn shouldn't only reduce the pressure of employees, but also pay attention to and be responsible for the physical and mental health of employees, and reduce the probability of the suicide. Foxconn should change its management methods, such as condolences to employees and improvement of software and hardware in the factory. Complying with the laws and regulations and acting in the accordance with rules and regulations is also a good plan to improve the overall level of the company. The solution proposed by the second point is that the supplier should be allowed to make some changes. The working environment of the employees and the personal rights of the employees should be protected, and a fair cooperation agreement should be signed directly with the supplier, such as the work of the employees. Management should take a human approach so as to improve the enthusiasm of employees and at the same time improve the treatment of the employees, such as raising employees' enthusiasm for work through salary increase or promotions. At the end, thanks for your watching, guys. If you have any questions, please ask.